I was just making a video on TikTok and I was talking about how when you're striving for a goal, and most of the time when we make goals in life, like let's say I want to buy a house, or I want to have this job, or I want to have this career, I want to lose weight, right? You can see it usually vividly in your head, right? Then you hear stories and you start to do your research on YouTube or TikTok or whatever you do your research on, reading a book, and people are like, oh, I lost 30 pounds in 1 month. I built my house from the ground up for $500,000 in less than 6 months. You're like, oh, I could do it too. So you get excited. You're like, oh, I'm going to write it down. You maybe even say, I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to sit with it. And then you start striving towards the goal. You're running after it. You're running towards the goal. It's not working out for you. It's not looking how you thought it was going to look. You're like, now, wait a minute. Hold up. What's going on? God, I thought everybody else was building their house in 6 months. I thought people were losing 60 pounds in 6 months. God, that's only 10 pounds a month. Like, why am I not losing? It's 6 months later and I'm still not where I'm supposed to be. I've been eating right. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. And I feel that sometimes some goals and desires, let me say desires that we have in life, are meant to put us on a path in a certain mindset to get to what we truly are supposed to be doing in life. I feel as though certain desires bring out certain qualities in us that we never knew. Yes, you might have started going to the gym because you thought you was going to lose, amount of weight in certain months, right? You said, my birthday in 2 months, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. And 2 months later, you've been in the gym, but you still ain't losing 50 pounds. Yes. But there's something that changed up here. There's something that changed in your mindset. And you might not even notice it because you're so focused on the end result that you probably haven't even did a mental assessment of how much you have changed, how disciplined you have come, how much of an opportunity it is to even work out, how grateful you are to go to the gym after work because it relieves stress. Like all these many benefits that you don't see because you're so focused on the end goal. And a lot of people get caught up in that. I got caught up in that, right? When I first started my talk show back in 2019, I was just thinking I was starting a talk show. I never imagined that it was going to lead me to doing YouTube on the side, making short films, getting back into like acting, becoming a director, writing short films, writing actual feature films, meeting people along the way, meeting people that you can go and meeting some very well-known actors, like me being on your TV screen. You can literally pull me up, not on YouTube, but you can pull me up on a streaming app, right? I had no idea. And I remember I used to be pissed, like, oh my God, I only got 300 subscribers on YouTube. That still is a lot. I still made history at my university by being the first person to be featured in the university newspaper for their talk show or podcast. Like I overlooked those many benefits for so long because I was so focused on why is my podcast not blowing up? Why am I not monetized on YouTube yet? Yet I overlooked all of these many blessings, and that held me back. When you overlook the many blessings and the many qualities that have been introduced into your life as a result of you going and striving after a goal, you overlook so much. You don't even realize how blessed you are because you are so focused on the end goal that you don't even realize how much you have gained, how far your mindset has grown as a result of striving towards that goal. Because you're so focused on what it's supposed to look like, not knowing that everybody is dealt different cards. All of us were dealt different cards. It's going to look different. Some people can lose 50 pounds in 2-3 months. Some, it takes them a whole year. Does that mean it's a difference? If you ask both of those people, they're going to tell you their mindset probably changed. Their relationship with food probably changed. Some people could probably build a house in a year. Some could build a house in like 7 months. Their knowledge is going, they probably learned so much about knowledge of building a house. They probably met some good contractors and made good relationships along the way. We overlook the small things trying to get to the big things. And it brings up one of my favorite verses ever is Zechariah 4:10. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. When you begin the work, that's when the blessings start. Just starting, just doing, like building some type of routine and striving for your goal is an action of faith. And I've already said it on my videos on here, and especially on TikTok. Faith is consistency, and consistency leads to success. Please disregard my list. I don't have a list, but faith is consistency. Consistency leads to success. If I am faithful to my goal, if I showcase faith, if I go after it blindly, or not blindly, but I go after it with a good heart and good faith, and I strive towards it going 100% speed, not caring about what my circumstances look like, what I look like, what everybody else is saying. I go after and strive after that goal, and I become consistent. And when I become consistent, God blesses consistency. He blesses it with success. Now, success can look different, like I just said. It might look different. My life looks different as a result of me having faith in myself in posting YouTube videos called the ArianHelm Show. My life looks completely different. I did a 180. I didn't used to talk like this. I didn't used to have this mindset. But because I was faithful to my goal, I was faithful and I strive towards my goal, I might not have reached the subscribers yet. I wish I could wink. But as a result, I have a newfound way of thinking. I have a new outlook on life. That goal single-handedly has helped me become a woman. It took me from young adult to woman. I basically became a project manager of my life. I oversaw the project. I made sure the project was on time. I did what I needed to do. Like I did what I needed to do to get there. And along the way, I picked up so many qualities and habits and blessings along the way. So I want to make this video, like, don't get discouraged if it's not happening for you. I wholeheartedly believe that everything that I want in this life is going to happen for me. I've written down, I fantasized about it, I dreamed about it, I've spoken into existence, I've affirmed it. I know it's going to happen. But I can't be focused on that it happens exactly how I think it's going to happen. I have to be focused on striving towards that goal, those goals. I need to be making sure that every day I'm making sure I'm the woman that aligns with the goals. Have qualities that align with the goals. I educate myself in a way that aligns with the goals. I put myself around people that aligns with the goals, so therefore that I can be the goal. You are the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about what it looks like in person. It's not about what it looks like on YouTube for other people, what it looks like for your favorite celebrity. You are the goal, meaning it wavers. Hell, it might be even more grand than what you ever could imagine to be. It could be smaller than what you imagine to be, but it could have more impact. You just don't know, but you are the goal. What you desire, if you just keep striving towards it, it's going to work out eventually. If you're working. Why? Because work is faith. Faith is consistency. Consistency is success. It's very simple. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to take action. And action is faith. And when you take those actions towards that goal, it's going to change you. It might not look like exactly what you want it to look like. It might not be in the time frame of what you want to like. Stop trying to rush God and stop trying to rush the universe. Stop trying to rush life. Let life play out how life is going to play out. But in the meantime, in between time, you need to be doing all you can to align with that goal. A lot of us think we're aligning. Like if we want to lose weight, we're like, oh, I think, I'm having cheat days. You're not aligning with the person that has lost weight. That's why you're not losing weight. That's why I haven't lost weight, because I haven't fully aligned myself with the woman who has already lost weight. I don't have monetized the ArianHelm Show because I have not aligned myself with someone who already has a monetized YouTube. Look at the last time I posted on that YouTube channel. I post on here more than I post on there now. But we're coming back. You just got to make sure you align. And sometimes we think we're aligning because we're copying other people's blueprint. But like I said, it's not going to look the same for all of us. Everybody's different. All of our paths and journeys are different. People are dealt different cards. But you got to play your cards right. Y'all have a good week. Bye.